I only realized in real life like a year ago that schools almost across the board allow kids to have phones at school. Like I didn't know that. I honestly didn't understand that was a thing that happened until recently. And it is the biggest cancer ever for our kids. It is
They're not kids.
You are literally stealing your child's
You go to like sporting events. We would go to events at the school. Yeah. And they're all sitting there. And I see my son just blankly like looking around and just all the kids just on their phones. And he said that they would be texting each other like on either side of him. This kid would text this kid.
Yeah.
When they're right next to each other.
Yeah. I'm going to try to make sure that I couch this so I don't offend anybody. If you give your child a smartphone with unlimited access to the internet at any age, that's child abuse, and you're abusing your child.
Yeah, what good are you doing for your kid?
It's a sentence to hell.
There's no,
you're sending them to hell.
You are, yes. For the sake of, I was giving that same talk at GCSU the other day, and so many of the questions and so many of our conversations go back to this. And I said, it really sucks that your mommy gave you an iPad so you would be quiet in restaurants. And it really sucks that your dad gave you a phone when you were in middle school and then you got addicted to porn when you were 12. Like, that's really, really awful. And I'm sorry. That being said, you've got to overcome that. And the resentment, the conversations I had about resentment that these kids have towards their parents blew my mind. And I just don't understand. And it's not because I'm some great understander of truth, right? It's because I've had really great people around me and I've said, hey, your kids seem amazing and they're adults, right? I want my daughters to grow up to be adults like your kids. How do I do that? And every single time, the number one piece of advice has been, well, for starters, don't give them a phone when they're kids, right? When they're 16 years old and are driving around, right? And you need to be able to, I hear that argument for give them a phone. But even then, I don't need a phone with full access to the internet, right? Give them something that you can talk and text on or whatever. My phone right now, I'm a grown man, I'm 34 years old. My phone right now has parent controls on it so that I don't spend too much time staring at my phone because I need that reminder to say like, all right, you've been looking at this too much. And I keep all the filter stuff on there so I don't accidentally stumble into something, right? That's going to reinvigorate, past experiences with pornography or something like that because it's a scourge and I hate it. But we're doing this to our kids.
Yep.
That's not what I meant for this part of the show to be about. But like now that we're on it, I would love to just rant.
Yeah. We have a phone that I don't even call Caleb's phone. It's a flip phone.
Yes.
That doesn't access the internet. It's the internet's completely blocked.
Yeah, games. And he can call people.
Right. But it's not his phone. It's literally in my phone labeled as burner phone.
Yeah. Awesome.
And he has it when he absolutely needs it if he's going to be somewhere that he may.
Yeah. If we drop him off somewhere and we need to be in contact with him about when we need to pick him up, then we give him the phone. Yeah.
We've talked about having some sort of a house phone or something that exists. One of those, nothing super cheap plans that can just talk and text to leave at home. So when I leave Henry at home by himself or I'm out, we live out in the middle of nowhere. So I could be on the property, but a half mile away.
Yeah.
And so he would have some way to contact us if the house caught on fire. But it's such a bizarre thing. I think parenting right now, I think we get made to feel so weird and different and strange because if we're just trying to toe the line and protect our children's childhood and morality, right? When we're not the weird ones, right? We're normal, even though there's not very many of us.
Whoa, hey guys, thanks for making it to the end of this video. It seems like you really enjoyed it, so you should go check out the full episode of Honest to God, where we dive into this topic even more. And if you really enjoyed it, then drop us a like, subscribe, and ring the little bell so that you never miss an Honest to God episode or an episode of anything that we produce.